do begin this morning with that news out of the Vatican. Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI has died at the age of 95.
The retired pontiff had been ill for some time and had declined in recent days. We're going to look back at his life and his impact on the church and the complicated legacy that he leaves behind. But we do want to begin with NBC's Molly Hunter. She is there in St. Peter's Square this morning in Vatican City with reaction from the faithful. Molly, good morning.
Peter, Kristen, good morning to both of you. That's right. And you can see the huge crowds, and many people, of course, showed up this morning not knowing that, of course, the news would break. We arrived shortly after the news break, started to speak with tourists and people who are offering their prayers. And everyone here felt actually it was incredibly important and meaningful that they got to be here this morning around other faithful, other believers when this news broke. We also have some of the answers we have been wondering from the Holy See Press Office. They just held a press conference, and we now understand that the Pope Emeritus will lie in state. His body will lie in St. Peter's Basilica starting on Monday to allow the faithful to bid their final farewell. We also now know his funeral will take place on January 5th, 9:30 a.m. on Thursday. And as expected, Pope Francis will preside over that funeral mass. Now, of course, this is the first time that a current pope has presided over a former pope's funeral in centuries. No word on the details of the funeral, whether or not it will be a state funeral. Now, we understand it will be in St. Peter's Square, so we understand it will be open to the public. The only detail we do know is that it will be, quote, in the mode of simplicity, as were his wishes. And we can assume that Benedict would have been very involved in the precedent-setting and history-setting moment and planning of his funeral and of his burial.